Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue 9 of Build Your Own R2-D2, kindly brought to you by Fanhome, or kindly brought to me by Fanhome, and then I can bring it to you. Yeah, Fanhome are providing me with this kit so I can make these videos for you, so you can see what the build is all about, and see what sort of mess I make of building it, and, you know, most of it's very, very easy. So this is issue 9, where we are going to be building the head chassis and rear holographic projector. So I've got some parts out here from last time and this time, and bits we're going to be building on with. So let's have a look through the magazine first. Creating a used galaxy. Yes, Star Wars is almost the exact polar opposite to Star Trek in that it's all worn out, knackered and used and dirty, whereas Star Trek is all shiny and new and perfect. So yeah, I do like the aesthetic of it, although the Imperial bits are all very shiny. So yeah, that's lots of reading to be done on there. If you'd like to read it, you can pause and watch and read, but you know, you're probably not going to. The CZ series or CZ series, depending on where on the world you're reading this. I don't have any memory of that at all. It's obviously just a background thing. They walk past once, but yeah. Okay, fair enough. All good. It's got scary looking eyes. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. ABS, structural plastic. Now, a lot of the R2 is built from ABS plastic. I don't know about the real R2. It's probably made out of space duralloy thing. But yes, this is ABS plastic. Strong and versatile, as it says. Yeah, the trouble is a lot of plastic glues don't work on it, hence using super glues and things like that. But, you know, it says it's an ideal material for all kinds of parts of robots. And yeah, pretty much it is. This is how they mould ABS, and it's got interesting backstory. I like the real world, this is something we're doing in this, and this is how you do it, really, sort of thing. But yeah, so we're doing projector, shell, lens, pivot, mount, and 2 more frame connectors. The final part of that frame, the final part of the top dome, which we shall now be extending onto the dome itself. So let's have a look. Let me get the instruction manual out of the way. Right, so the first up is the head chassis. You may notice I've already arranged some screws that I'm going to be using, and I think I've got the right numbers of them. So we'll find out what goes on there. This is a part that we're going to be doing in a little while, as is that. But for now, we're going to be putting the final section to the top dome. Oh no, actually, no, wait, no, I'll put that right, no. First, we're going to be doing this, because that's what the instructions say to do next. We're going to be taking that, we're going to be taking that, and we're going to be taking these 2 along with 4 screws, 2 either side, and basically doing to here what we did to here. So this will go that way up under there, a bit like that. This will drop down into the top of it like a little jigsaw, and we'll do exactly the same the other side, like that, except that will also go onto one of those. That's not quite home in there. Let's just give a little wiggle, and the other side's obviously going to come off, but you know, there we go. Sometimes it goes in better from one side or the other. You're never sure which one's which until you actually do it. So that's on there, that's on there, and we're going to be putting the 2 screws in to hold it in place. One obviously through there. Now, as ever, I'm not tightening these screws down quite yet until I get all 4 of them in. Make sure everything is level and flat and home and where it should be. Then I can go around and tighten them back up again and make them all nice and secure. So that's that. All of those in. Those ones I tightened up last time. So let's go around now to tighten up these. This is obviously a main support section for the central layer of the head. So as such, it's quite important to get it right and get it tight. And let's just make sure everything is, yeah, there we go. Some of these do have some fixing points, so you've got to make sure the orientation is correct. But that is the completed assembly of that so far. But we're going to be using it again in a moment after I've done this bit. Now this is the bit that we're doing exactly the same as we did before. Little pin locates in there. 1 nut on there. screw going in there. The only tricky bit is make sure you're trying to put the screw in the hole that you've got the nut the other side of, not the other one. Because if you're trying to put it in the other one, it just won't tighten up, funny enough. So that goes in there. Just like that. Just like we've done several times around here before. Now we can go back and tighten them both up. So that is that. Now, one more thing to do with this. We're going to add this on. Now it says make a point of knowing where the arrowed holes fit inside this gap there. So it goes that way round. A bit like that. But you see, it if you wobble it and get it just in the right place, you'll see all of these little holes line up and locate in place. And basically, we're going to be using nuts in all of these. One, put it in, fit another nut, add a second screw, hold the parts together, continue on all the way around. So I didn't get all the screws out because I needed more for this and forgot completely about doing this bit. I don't even know how many I've got. I'm going to get a few out. And yes, so basically this is exactly the same as we fixed it to the top, but we're fixing it to the bottom. So I'm going to put one in over here. Now this is the trickier part, making sure you get the right hole. Because there's lots more holes to choose from on this one. So that goes in there, that's holding it basically together, but all of these need screws in. Now I'm going to do them all, obviously. I shall take this opportunity to show you what else came in this delivery. In this issue, we received the first of the free gifts. I say the first. Is it the first? It feels like the first. I don't know. If we got anything else free, then I apologise. I've messed up this screw again while I've been talking to you. I'll come back and tighten that one up later. We've got some art cards. I shall put pictures of them up. They're fairly large poster-sized things. They're basically the size of the bench here. So they're a decent size. Photo arts of well, you can see them. I'll show them to you in the pictures. That saves me having to describe them because you can actually see them with your eye holes. So yeah, not a bad free gift. Not something that I've got previously on the D'Agostini version of this build. They gave some free gifts, but they were a bit different. So it's nice to get a little bit of variety. Now you may notice from this, I'm not just going around in a circle. I am, but I'm missing bits out. I'm jumping across the side and missing a few and then putting one in just to make sure it balances up and layers in nicely. So yeah, here we go. Right, I'm going to get the rest of these done off camera and then I'll come back and show you the final part of the build. Okay, there you go. In that boring cutaway, I've put in all of any of these, tightened up that one that was a little bit problematic, but it's all good now. And that's the top dome of R2 done. You can obviously see the dome's going to come down to sort of here. So it's really only the top section, but it's starting to come together. You can see how it's going to work. So that's that there. This piece here is where the lightsaber ejection mechanism is going to work. But for now, we're putting that to one side. We're getting the rest of this down. So we've got, get them in the same order as them, make it nice and easy. There we go. That's what we're then going to be doing now. We are fitting the clear lens into there. So you've got a little lens piece in there. Then that whole thing is fitting through there. Now this has, yeah, make sure that's flush, obviously. This has a directionality, as you can tell on there. So make sure you get that the right way around in there. Now this will only go on there the correct way. You need to get, obviously these two holes here are where these screw holes are going to line up. But this does rotate inside there. So that's not too much of a problem. The problem you have is align it as shown, noting the arrow recesses in the outer ring. Right. Just these two bits on the top there. And that's got to go where these things are. So you've got some rotation there, but just a little bit. And now you're going to go in there. So you've got to then make sure that the screw holes in the bottom piece line up with the screw holes in the top piece. That locates in there. Make sure that does line up about there, and then you can use one screw into there. Feel your way to make sure it lines up and goes into the screw hole, which it does. Then you can use the other screw in the other side to hold the parts firmly together. Now, I don't know if the rotation of that is going to be a thing. It's not enough to really make it worth worrying about, but it's just the outer frame that's really rotating, because the inner bit is going to be attached. So this is attached to this, but this piece isn't. But there we go. That is there. That, just like in the picture, that is the assembly of R2-D2's rear projection lens. I don't know if that's not on there. I think it's lower, but that's that, and that's what we've done so far. So thank you very much for joining me for issue number 9. I shall see you very shortly for issue 10, which will be the final one of this month's build. So I shall see you soon. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.